Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Cold Box Talks, brought to you by Verne Brewing Company. I'm Pete.
I'm Dre.
Welcome, Dre. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hope everyone had a great week. We had such a fun-filled week, full of events and work and more work. First, before we start, what are you drinking?
So we've talked about our pineapple blonde, B Street. So this is a watermelon pineapple version of that same beer, and it's probably my fave. I feel like a lot of people are like, it's too sweet, but it's just refreshing. It's so good. I don't know.
Really?
I get so excited when it's on tap.
Refreshing is
It's like
an understatement.
It's like a good summer beer.
It is a summer beer.
It's not summer,
It's
but
not
I'll
summer
still
yet.
enjoy it
I
every
mean,
time
it's getting
on
warm.
tap. So
That's for sure. It's definitely getting warm. I am drinking. Thanks for asking once again.
I'm so self-absorbed.
It's
I'm
all
just
good.
kidding.
It's all good. I am drinking light reading, our Kolsch, again, just because, I like to stay nice and chill and light. And this is 4.8
Yes.
ABV. So
That's a good pizza beer.
You're right.
It's
Pizza
a
and wings
great
beer.
pizza beer. Yeah.
Any kind of light beer goes good with pizza, burgers,
Things you could pair it with.
comfort
like,
food?
Yeah, just that greasy, I just want to wreck my body food. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Definitely, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Fuck.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm surprised does any of our vendors have wings?
Yes. Garcia's Grill.
Garcia's Grill has
They
wings.
have grilled and, I believe, buffalo.
Dude,
I need to try them.
you're right. I think that's the only vendor. We have a lot of great vendors, by the way, but only one of them serves wings, right?
Yeah.
Dude.
So
Get more. If you're a vendor that serves like wings or
We need a wing
specialize in that,
vendor.
we need a wing
yes.
vendor. Because there's Wingstop, there's Buffalo Wild Wings, there's this Buffalo spot. It's
We
called a Buffalo
actually
Spot.
did have a vendor that was hot wings, but
Yeah?
I don't know if they're still around. I should probably check. But
Dude,
they
I
did
love
nothing
wings.
but wings, and they were
That's
good.
my guilty pleasure. That's my cheat day meal. If it's not pizza, it's wings. But yeah, so just to recap on what happened, and hold on, I'm gonna cut here. Where are we starting off? I lost track.
So,
Talking about wings.
And then we'll be like, so
Right.
this week.
So again, this week we had a lot of great things happen, especially towards the end of the week. We had cornhole like 3 days out of the week, which is gnarly.
Oh yeah.
How
are people not
MTownBaggers?
MTownBaggers.
They're starting to throw their cornhole tournaments here on Mondays, right?
Yeah, Monday Mayhem.
Monday Mayhem by the MTownBaggers. And then Verne Brewing is hosting cornhole Tuesdays and Thursdays, so keep a lookout.
We also had it on Saturday, so it's a 4-day.
We had it on Saturday?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right,
We had a
dude.
cornhole, like a
Damn.
funsies.
A
thing.
funsies one?
Yeah.
Oh, the shootout, right?
Yeah.
Shootout or funsies. All the details of how you could participate is down below in the description. Also, before we move forward, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment whatever you want. Just let's keep it.
If you're not gonna be nice. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
if you're not gonna be nice,
so far we haven't gotten anything
yeah,
mean.
so far, we got one, but
Knock on plastic. I'm
knock
just
on
kidding.
wood.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we don't care. Look
closest.
at, I'm chilling, dude. I got my shades on. Yes, I'm wearing shades indoors because why not?
Why not?
Why not? But going back Wednesday, I think cornhole is definitely somewhat big. All the guys come out and some girls.
People really love that game.
Yeah, dude. I think it's gonna be bigger than we think. I see it having an Olympic event.
Like the
Cornhole.
The game in itself? Like,
Yeah.
Or here. Oh, got it.
No, in general.
I wonder if it is in the Olympics.
If it's not, well, if it is, then let us know.
I feel like there's cornhole professionals out there. So.
There is. I went to my first command. For those of you who don't know, I was in the Navy active 4 years. I had one of my first classes. His son was sponsored. He was professional.
Oh.
He was only like 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old, or
heck?
something like that. Yeah, and he's like tossing these bags and he's hitting like the hole, no pun intended, every single time. You know what I mean? And he showed me. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like everyone brags about their kids,
But then you're
right?
like, oh crap.
Yeah, you see the video. I forgot his name.
That's insane though. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And it's crazy how people take this seriously.
I feel like I'd be so terrible at that. So.
You'd be like throwing it. Is
Yeah.
that how all this crap?
No, I think that's just the
That's
stealing.
just the heat. Okay, cool. But yeah, so cornhole was a hit as always. The beginning of the week, we had. Who do we have
For cornhole.
for cornhole? Yeah, Tuesday we had. Monday.
Monday we have every Monday is Michelada Monday, so you can upgrade any beer to a Michelada like at no extra charge. And I believe we had pizza and chill that night.
Pizza and chill
Yeah.
Mondays, right on. Pizza and chill.
Also,
I gotta
somebody
ask
asked where are we located? Laverne, California.
Laverne, California, next to
Fairplex.
the Fairplex, Pomona Fairplex, on the side where the drag strip is.
Yes.
For those that are watching here, someone on our live just asked where we're located. So yeah, Laverne, California, and again, the address will be down below. For our live, I hope you heard us.
Yeah.
Look us up. Look us up. Make sure to follow Laverne Brewery.
Yes.
Brewing.
Laverne Brewing Co.
Brewing Co.
on TikTok and Instagram.
It's
and
a hard word to
Facebook.
say.
It's just a lot of
Brewery.
words.
It's a lot of
Brewing Co.
Brewing Co.
Yeah.
I promise I'm not buzzed. And no, that's not why I'm wearing the glasses. I'm wearing the glasses because I'm kind of cool.
I can contest to that because I've been with you this whole time.
Yeah.
so.
And I'm barely, this is my first drink of the day.
We're just really happy to be here.
Yeah. Thank you. So, again, the support, not to veer off to what we're talking about, but
Yeah.
the support we've had and all the constructive criticism and good criticism, we greatly appreciate. All we've gotten was love, and we appreciate you guys for clicking on our faces, and for our patrons that watch or / listen. We appreciate you guys.
Yep.
Completely, wholeheartedly. You get one of these.
We love you.
We love you. But Wednesday, moving forward, Wednesday Trivia Night,
Yes.
brought to you by the People's Trivia Company.
Co.
God damn it.
You gotta get the co.
I gotta get the code, dude. Yeah, hosted by Austin, who's always like top notch.
He's hilarious.
He's awesome. He knows what he's doing. Everything he does or how he does it seems natural to
Yeah.
him. You know,
And then the
beer farts.
Yeah, beer farts won.
It was a
trivia.
tie. I remember the tie. It was funny. How many?
Okay, let's.
Can we say the word?
Okay, so the whole thing. So the winning question or the winning thing that determined who won, that was on the tiebreaker, was the question: how many times did the F word appear in Wolf of Wall
Wolf of
Street?
Wall Street.
And if you know anything about beer farts, they always guess like
A dirty number.
yeah, or like 420, you know, which
Okay.
makes no sense. But anyway, I'm
Wow,
just
and it's
kidding.
69 degrees in
Yeah.
El Segundo.
Oh,
on
there
my
you
phone.
go. But yeah, so they guessed 169 just for giggles, you know,
Yep.
and they were right. They were right, and they freaking won 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. Weren't they like the champions for a while though?
They're really good. Like I don't know how they know this much random stuff. Like I don't get
I think
it.
what's more mind-boggling is the fact that he changes a lot of the Austin. He changes a lot of like the themes of the rounds of the the type of questions.
It's all just super random.
But
So-
not too crazy hard though.
But I
you
think
know?
I think that team specifically they do trivia at different places. Like they enjoy trivia.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for them, it's like they know that they have a good, solid team that comes with like a wealth of knowledge.
That's true.
And so it's pretty crazy.
They
It's
got
crazy.
some young people there, a little
Yeah.
older, so they have. I think in trivia in general, when it comes to like pop culture stuff, it's always good to have a variety of people in your team,
Yeah.
on your team.
That's where I struggle. Like the most, like there's some things that he talks about. I think before I was even born, like things that came out like
Yeah.
I don't know. I was born in 1989, and
But it's like,
but it's like, how do you guys know this?
But
stuff?
you never grew up with like watching 1950s television.
With my mom loved Gone with the Wind and like Twilight Zone and things like that, but I never cared to watch any of that stuff.
You're
like
selling culture, dude.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's black and white. I can't pay attention. Just,
what?
I throw it out.
Wow.
Like I just can't. I can't focus. I need color.
Any color? You need color in your life?
I do. I need color in my life.
Dude. Also, vending on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, was Lali's Tamales. Dude, we sold out. They sold out. First, they ran out of carne asada, and then they ran out of chicken, and then all their tamales were done.
So good.
That's how good they are. Dude, these vendors. Ow.
Dang,
you don't have
sorry.
You don't have to hit me, first of all. But whatever these vendors are doing, keep it up because you guys are good business, small business, support small business always. But dude, almost every time they're here, they run out.
And then there's food.
Yeah, there's another vendor who ran out. Mas Taquitos.
Oh yeah.
He's always running out, it seems.
If you're a taquito lover, those boat taquitos, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're so good and
So good.
big, but sorry. I got really excited about the size there.
Size matters to Andrea.
Especially if taquitos are involved.
Taquitos involved, size matters.
They're so good.
But yeah, and I always, I forget her name. I'm going to call her Lali.
Yeah.
Sure, that's her name. The owner, and the last time she had brought extra and barely had some left over. So this time she thought she brought extra, but she didn't after all.
And that I think that's like, that's how you know when you've had a good night, where it's like a good turnout for both people, like the brewery and food.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know, it's like a good way to like conjoin your like small businesses together and succeed together. I don't know. Definitely. I think anywhere really, like they should have beer. I just thought of something, $1 million thing. My idea. Beer trucks. I think they kind of do, like tap trucks. Yeah. I've considered that even myself. That would be so. Why isn't there tap trucks like rolling with these vendors? I gotta look into. Well, I mean, if they're pulling up at breweries, then it's pointless. Well, obviously, yeah, but like, yeah, I don't. I'm sure it's a festival. I think it's a separate license that they would have to. Is there a beer license though? Yeah, I don't know, but that would be super cool. Like have a birthday, like a 21 and over birthday at your place. And have a tap truck. And have a tap truck pull up. Bro. Let's do, okay, our next business venture is a tap truck. Our idea. Suck it if you're trying to take it. I think it's already out there though. If it's out there, let us know. Hey, if you're watching and you're a beer truck person or business, let us know. Message us in the comments or whatever. And also, if you're a food vendor that is interested in doing a pop-up here at Laverne, just send us a DM on Instagram at Laverne Brewing Co. Dude. We're always looking for good vendors. Yes, great vendors. And we have a new one, but we'll talk about that later. And yes. Burger, not to veer off again, but Burger Game. Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back. Yeah. So they've been here before. They've been here before, yeah. And then they used to have like a tent, like a pop-up, but now I think they actually have like a truck, which is super cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's like, dang, man, you guys. Moving on up, dude. Moving on up. Good job, guys. Love to see it. Their smash burgers are good. I haven't had them. But yeah, when I saw them, I'm like, who the hell are? Yeah, who are they? Yeah, you know. But I hear good things about them. Great food. Oh god, that was a small one. That was a smallie, just for you, Shelly. It wasn't me, Ken. Actually, are they watching it live? No, but. Oh. Shelly might be. Shelly might be watching. Yeah. That's for you. We love you. Also, sold out, dude. That's insane. Yeah. And something that is tell me how new is this? Caribbean night. Oh, so I think this is the third time he's done it, but I only think it's the second month, if that makes sense. Okay. So we have Caribbean nights. Caribbean nights. However you like to say it. Do you say Pirates of the Caribbean or do you say Parts of the Caribbean? So Caribbean nights, I guess. We'll put his information down. His name is Danny. He's really good. Sorry about all that. He's really good though. Like he plays a lot of like modern songs that you would know, but with like a little Caribbean twist. He does that little like the bongo type of thing, and then like he was doing the limbo. Oh yeah, if you go follow,
Follow the Instagram, Laverne Instagram.
It was great.
Dude, I saw that.
Did you
That was
see
insane.
Ryan dropping it low unnecessarily?
I just saw
Oh.
Curtis like lazily just
Oh.
like doing one of
There
these.
was like a bar like up here, and Ryan went like way down here for absolutely no reason.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
Probably thought it was like a trick.
We're not there yet, but he was good at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. That's
Well, he does have a baby.
Yeah, that's good skill, I guess, you know. but yeah, he was great, and he's well, not every Thursday. So the first Thursday of every month is when he'll be here during cornhole time. Yeah.
Every first Thursday.
First Thursday of the month.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
We'll put his information.
Yeah, all the vendors and stuff will be down in the description. But yeah, Miggys Tacos was vending.
Yes.
And Miggy,
Always the best.
We always love having tacos. Again, not being biased, but all of our vendors here that we've had since I started working have always been like top notch.
Yeah.
Like the pizzas, the tacos, the Mexican infused, you know, like Lali's Tamales, and then like the world is yours. Or
El Mundo
El Mundo
Estudio.
Estudio. See, it's different. It's the same
I
thing.
know. Hey, that's
I
what
did
that
the transition.
means?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow.
I'm not a great Mexican.
You know what? We don't have to be PC here, but you're not.
I'm not. But oh my God, their carne asada fries are probably my most
dude.
fave.
Oh my God, yeah. So far, shout out to our manager or whoever books it. Who books it? Ken.
Ken, yeah.
Ken, keep it up, bro. Dude, it's so good, so good. And Hopular Kid's back.
Oh yeah.
We've had that. Hopular is our.
It's our staple West
Co-
Coast.
West Coast, right? I would say a West Coast IPA, and it's our staple. There's that word again.
Yeah. I think it used to be Palomares.
Yeah.
Like Palomares used to be our staple, like West Coast IPA that we always try to keep on tap.
Yeah.
But they changed the name to Hopular Kid to kind of go with the school theme.
Gotcha.
And I think it's slightly different, which is probably why they gave it a different name to begin with.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and sometimes we try to keep certain beers on tap, but with other things coming in too, something kind
And
of,
people just love drinking them. Like
It's
I remember
a
the
good one.
first when we had our new stout. Was it that oatmeal stout?
Headmaster.
The Headmaster. We had the regular. If you hear that in the background, there's a bike shop in the back because we love
Shout out
sharing
to
the
Crazy
wealth.
Bear.
Crazy Bear. That's them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna move the camera, but yeah. So that stout lasted like maybe a month or two.
Oh yeah, that it flies.
Yeah, and we had the regular oatmeal stout, but then we had a stout
Coffee.
added coffee to it, and dude, the best. And
Yes.
because it's a little loud, we gotta talk a little louder.
That's what I've been telling people about the porter too. Right now, it's like if you really like it, take some home, have a couple because it's gonna fly.
Yeah, some say it's like a dessert beer, right?
I don't know. I feel like some stouts could be more desserty, like kind of like what we were talking about with Caitlin last week.
Yeah.
I feel like porters are lighter and like body, and I feel like they're more bubbly. Like
They are bubbly.
noise.
Someone just let out a fart.
and then like it's like like I feel like they're more carbonated than some stouts that I've had.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but the porter's really good. I feel like that's one beer that I could definitely get into compared to.
Yeah,
the
I mean
stout.
everyone's palate's different. I'm like since I started working here, like my palate has become accustomed to like IPAs now and a little bit more of the craftier like stouts and
Yeah.
And this is a guy that just drank Guinness as like this is the only dark beer I drink.
Yeah,
You know?
the only stout I have
The only stout,
experience
yeah.
with.
So, I mean, come on down. Like we say before, order a flight, try out all our different
Yes.
kinds of beers that we have. And any, if not all, right, breweries have some
Most
kind
do,
of flight.
Yes.
So,
Some don't offer splashes. We do.
'Cause we're
Which
cool.
I mean, I get it. You know, it's like some people can sit there all day and like, well, can I try this one? Can I try that one?
oh, don't do that, guys.
so
Have
it's
we
like-
said this before? Don't be that people.
Don't be that people.
Don't be that person's peoples. Okay, guys?
I feel like if
Try one or two, keep it going.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
feel like that's if you're curious about different beers that are on the menu, it's like, well, then just commit to
Yeah.
a flight because I don't know, you might not care for one, but at least you still have like a good size pour
Yeah.
of another, and you know, order a pint after. But
Yeah, or after your beer, you want to try two more later.
yeah.
Come back. You know, don't hold up the line.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I digress. Yeah, dude. And then, dude, Friday. I don't know. We just started doing this, but happy hour. We have happy hour
Yeah.
Friday at 3, starting at 3 till our vendor comes, because we team up with Red Devil Pizza here in Laverne, California. They bring certain amount of supplies. A surplus of Zaz, right, if you will. And you get a beer, then you get a slice of pizza. That's probably the best happy hour I've ever.
Yeah, and Red Devil Pizza is really good.
Yeah, dude.
I like their pizza.
Yeah, there's another Red Devil in Covina. Apparently, it's not.
I know this is like a side note.
Are they not the same
I
thing?
apologize, Ken. But
What?
one time we had Red Devil, and Ryan, one of our previous bartenders, he chugged a pint-sized cup of ranch.
Why?
I don't know. I know.
Why would you do that?
It was disgusting.
Why would you do that? Why would anyone chug down a thing of ranch?
It was gross, but also impressive.
Well,
I mean, you can't help but be impressed.
It is thick. Anyone who could chug down some thickness like that.
I was like,
good,
oh my God.
Good for you.
I could not have ranch after that, like, for
That's
a long time.
insane.
Yeah. But, I mean, hey.
The amount of heartburn that guy must have.
I'm just kind of glad that I was able to witness that.
That is gnarly. Why did he do that?
I think he thought it was funny, which it kind of was.
It kind of was. I mean, it's so funny.
It's funny.
But yeah,
So Red Devil Pizza.
Red Devil
shout
Pizza,
out.
happy hour Fridays here at Laverne. Get a beer, get a slice whilst the supplies last. Until then we'll have our regular vendor, who
this Friday was Aguilar To Go.
Aguilar Tacos
Everyone
To Go.
confuses him, poor guy.
Is it Aguilar's Taco? Aguilar's.
You could refer to. I feel like he has tacos, so you can call it both. But it's Aguilar To Go. His burritos.
Oh yeah, he's not stingy with the meat.
Well, no, and then too, his rice reminds me of like my mom's Mexican rice, like Spanish rice, and it's so good. It just feels like a good burrito that you like that your mom made you.
Yeah.
I don't know, especially
That's
if
cool.
you're of
He's bringing
the
back the home
Hispanic
field.
heritage.
Definitely. He's always good.
Super cool guy.
Super nice guy. Tell him if you're new, tell him Cold Box Talks or Pete and Andrea
sent ya.
Yeah, Peter Dre sent you from the Cold Box Talks, and then let's just like share the wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Support small business.
Dude, but yeah, I didn't know we had that.
Oh,
like until when did we start like that happy hour thing?
I would say maybe about a month ago, but it's kind of been like on the DL just because we were kind of trying to play around with how it would turn out.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a consistent thing now. So
Yeah, don't be shy, guys.
yeah.
Come down, try it out. We have cornhole for the babies and grown-ups. We have games. We have game
I
nights
just
too.
realized what happened to our basketball.
We had
thing.
basketball?
We had a little basketball court thing here, and it's gone. I just realized that.
When?
Like maybe 6 months ago.
Was I still working here?
Yeah.
We had a basketball court? What?
I don't know what happened to it. It's just
Since
gone.
when did we?
But
Man,
yeah.
that'd be
So-
sick if we had basketball.
I know that was pretty cool. That was Madden's favorite thing. So are we going to be comparing our hop kit?
Yeah, stay tuned because we have our Hopular Kid, West Coast IPA that is back, and we have another West Coast on our board, Educated Guess, that's slightly different.
Yes. So I believe the hops are different. Probably the grain a little bit. So what I can do is pull up the beer facts for both of them on here, and then we can kind of compare notes.
Is that the one with the
No, that's
101.
Beer 101, which we're also going to touch base on, is Beer 101. It's our thiolized beer, and people seem to have a lot of questions of what thiolized means. I had asked.
And how to pronounce it.
Yes, I had some people call it beer LOL.
Why?
I don't know, because it says 101, but it looks like LOL.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But I had to kind of consult our beer professor, Alex, about the Beer 101, the thiolized beer. And so I've looked it up, and we're going to go over what that means together.
Definitely.
The learning hour.
The learning.
Just kidding.
The beer tasting buzzed hour.
No, I'm not.
We're not getting buzzed. No, I'm the same. We get buzzed. Or, I mean, we don't, because we're responsible. Always drink responsibly. But before we go, yesterday, that Outliers, they brought a good fucking crowd.
Yeah, that was so fun
That was
last
so
night. It was
fun.
so good for everybody. Like
Yeah.
even like the band, like it was not just the band, but Bad Guys Pizza and
Vending.
us. It's like I don't know. It was
That's a good combination.
Yeah.
They've always brought a good amount of people in, but people that come in that are new usually always have something good to say about the beer, about whoever vends at the moment. But usually it's always been Bad Guys Pizza, right?
typically it just really
Yeah.
depends on like when certain vendors are available. But the way you know that it's a good night and what makes me so happy to see is like when Ken or Shelly, like last night it was Shelly, that's our manager's beautiful wife. We love her. But her coming in and seeing just how packed it was yesterday,
Even
and
her face is like, oh my god.
oh,
You
it
can't
is-
see mine, but she's like, oh my
it
god.
is packed in here, and so it's like that's always like a good feeling to see like them coming in and just being happy with the turnout.
No, yeah.
That's how you know it's a good night.
And it's good music, and the Outliers, they have more members now. Before it was just a duo. Now they have a drummer, they have a bassist, they have a pianist, right? The guy who plays.
I know. Yeah, we know what
piano?
you're talking
Okay,
about.
well, just want to make sure.
I think.
There's a lot of special people out there.
But it doesn't hurt that their singer's pretty handsome.
He's a good-looking old dude.
He's-
I want to look that. I mean, he's older. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna come right back with our tasters, with our two West Coasters IPAs, West Coast IPAs, and our new 101 beer 101, which is a
Stylized.
Wait, what is the West Coast? Cold IPA.
Pale ale.
Pale ale. That's what I said. Hey guys, we're gonna take a little break to tell you about our upcoming events this week.
Yes, we have a Brew Day Night Ride on Tuesday, as well as Trivia Night on Wednesday, starting at 7.
Brought to you by
People's
the
Trivia
People's
Co.
Trivia Co. Hosted by Austin.
We love him. And then Thursday we have Cornhole starting at 7 p.m., $10 entry fee. Miggys Tacos on Friday. But the biggest thing of all is our Super Bowl Sunday on Sunday the 12th.
Yes, we can say Super Bowl because we have the Sunday ticket, DirecTV, and Garcia's Grill is gonna be here. So if you have no plans, come on down to Verne Brewing Company because we got the game, we got the beers, we got the food.
Check out our Instagram post to get more details about Sunday. It's a whole platter of food for a set price. So keep an eye out for that.
Yes, go ahead and follow Verne Brewing Co. on Instagram, Garcia's Grill, and all our awesome vendors down in the description below. And then we're gonna have a link here somewhere. But also make sure to follow Cold Box Talks LVBC on Instagram, guys. All right, back to the show. Hey guys, welcome back from the break. We are starting off this second half with 3 different brews we're gonna try out. But first, before we move forward, we didn't hit up Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday we had the Outliers.
Yes.
They did great. They always bring a lot of people here.
Oh yeah, they have a really good following. And then 2, I think a lot of the cornhole crowd kind of stuck around from Saturday.
Oh, that's right. We had another. That was a
cornhole-
shootout, right?
Yeah, we had
that was a
funsies cornhole tournament yesterday. I feel like some people kind of stuck around, but then people also came close to like music time.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to not assume that a lot of them like to follow this band because they're really good. They play a lot of good cover songs. I really don't know if any of them are their own.
Well, they're country.
It's like country, yeah.
You know, I feel so ashamed, and Ken let me know how
Oh, no.
ashamed I should be. But a lot of their stuff are country based or country covers. I didn't know which songs were what from who were they. They all sounded really good.
But there's always like
They're really good.
There's always like those one or because I'm not a big country music listener, but like there's always like 1 or 2 that you're like I know that song.
Yeah.
You know, and they do really well, and the singer doesn't help that I mean he's cute. He's a cute man.
So if you're watching, she has a thing for the lead singer.
I just think he's a very
rhythm guitar.
good-looking man.
He is.
Yes. There's no way
he's a
you can
handsome
deny
guy.
that.
He's a handsome guy.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I said he's a handsome guy. No homo. You know, just he's a handsome dude.
Oh my god.
What? I didn't say, what did I say? Oh my god. Live a little.
Live a little.
Andrea. All right, cool. So
Let's talk
now
about
we're gonna talk about. We had mentioned it before, but we didn't. I don't remember. Maybe because I was too buzzed before. But we didn't talk about our thiolized beer.
It's our pale ale.
Our pale ale, beer 101. And
Yeah, I don't
what is we always get questions of how to pronounce it. What is it? And I only know the basic of like it's chemically made.
So how it was explained to me, and I might butcher this, is thiolized is basically a bioengineered strain of yeast that helps in like bringing out certain flavors and aromas of hops. That's kind of the gist of what I got out of it, but Google comes through
What does Google say? What does Professor Google say?
It says the term thiolized refers to our engineered yeast engineered yeast strains that have the ability to biotransform the thiol precursors found in malt hops and grape-derived products into free thiols, which that's a whole lot of words that
What the hell does that mean?
So I wish there was like a
dum-dum guide?
yeah.
Well, basically my understanding is that hops, we all know, is a flower, and if you didn't know, fun fact, hops is like the cousin to weed. So
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
Isn't that some crazy stuff? But because it's biochemically engineered, it brings out more of the
So this is
flowers.
a little more of a version we can understand.
Okay.
Brewers can unleash these previously inaccessible tropical aromas into their beers simply by switching to a thiolized yeast strain. So from what I'm understanding is that instead of focusing on certain characteristics of the hops as far as like pine or like the bitterness of hops, it like unleashes the tropical notes to it more so to where you kind of get more out of the hops than you would without using that strain.
Here we have the beer 101.
Yes.
We're gonna see what
I wish we had
what beer in the lab tastes like.
Yeah. I wish we had the original beer 101 to compare it to.
Oh, that one went out.
Oh yeah, that
That
one
went out quick.
The pale ale's so good.
And this one does not earthy, but it does give out a real flowery like aroma.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm smell test. Yeah, I get more like grain on the nose when I smell it.
And for those of you who don't know, when someone says on the nose, that just means
the aroma.
what they smell.
Yes.
I am the advocate for the dum-dum guide of beer lingo because I'm still learning like some of the things that people say. Not her, but like there's a lot of pretentious people out there that are like, oh, right? Yeah. I shut that shit down.
Because it's like if you just don't know what they're talking about, it's really hard to like.
Or you could just say, hey, I like it.
Yeah.
You could just say that. You could just say that.
Even if you can't describe what you like about it, it's like as long as you know you like it.
Or someone's cool enough to let you know, like, oh, hey, I taste a little bit of this. And someone's like, oh, yeah, that's this and that's that.
That's a cool thing about beer because I've learned that my favorite hop is Citra. And I know a lot of people think that, like, some people might say that Citra's kind of outplayed, which I get, but there's a lot of good, like aroma, the nose. There's a lot of, good aromas and, like, flavor that comes out of it. But you can literally, that's the cool thing about beer. It's like you can kind of distinguish what hop strain you favor based off of
if you pay attention on what kind of hop you're using, I guess you could taste a difference. That's something I think I need to pay attention more of like, oh, this is used with this hops and this is used with this hops.
The one thing that helped me kind of determine those things is home brewing, which I think it would be super cool if we did like a vlog style like homebrew day.
Oh, shit, we are.
So that way
we are definitely.
You can smell the different hops the way that, because they're packaged individually, so it's not like a blend of hops. I'm sure you can get that too, but you can kind of do a smell test of like each bag of different strains to determine, and you can figure out what you'd like. Like, okay, this is how I want my beer to smell, but this is kind of how I want it to taste.
Yeah.
So it's literally like cooking, like a recipe.
That's
it's
insane.
just how, like, what role do you want the hops to play in that
Yeah.
beer determines how you're going to include that hop into the brewing process.
It's really
super cool.
science.
Yeah, it
it's really
is.
scientific, and the color of this is going out. So, yep, it's all good, baby. We're all good and good.
But
yeah, but it's really good. So this is bio-engineered yeast that they're using. So
thiolized pale ale.
Wow, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's our beer 101. Damn,
It's
it's
a very interesting beer to mention because
But I feel like compared to like a regular IPA, which actually we're gonna try is like your typical IPA
West
beer.
Coast, yeah.
It's not harsh. You do taste the flour or the
hop profile
hops,
isn't
right?
as strong as it
yeah.
would be in
It's
a
not
typical
like
IPA.
oh my god, you know.
I feel like you kind of it's like you could taste more of the grain, like the malt build compared to like the hops.
Definitely.
Which is, I don't know, different when you hit the West Coast
Yeah,
and the hazy.
and that is what we're gonna try next is the West Coast, or our West Coast. One is gonna be a Popular Kid, which is our West Coast IPA, and our Educated Guess IPA.
Which I will ask you, are you able to go into Slack and go on our beer fact sheet so we can hit the...
We're back. All right, so next we're gonna try is our Educated Guess. That is our West Coast IPA. And which one's that one?
That will be the one in the middle.
All right, cool.
Cheers.
So cheers.
So
Let's try this out. Always gotta smell it.
it's got that dankiness, which I feel like you want in a West Coast.
I mean, for us that like to smoke some stuff,
even
love
if
the
you don't,
dinky.
it's just...
I mean, I'm gonna be like one. I can't because I'm still in the military, but overall, I love the dank smell.
Oh yeah. If you're familiar of what that smell is, and you were to smell a West Coast, it's skunky. Like that's probably the best way to put it.
It's not that skunky.
It's got a the term dank is kind of like it's a comparison to that skunk smell that you get from
From
the ganja.
herbs, from the ganja
Yes.
herbs.
So
And you gotta say like it's fucking dank,
I think,
dude.
well, honestly, I think that's why West Coast IPAs are super popular on the West Coast because
people smoke.
Well, it's legalized here, and
sure.
more people are open to it, to where you get that dankiness. It's like smelling a good bag.
But if I remember, and then we're gonna get into it right now. But if I remember, the Popular Kid is a lot more danky than
this one, I feel is way more danky.
What?
So
Actually,
let's
okay.
see.
So this is our real quick.
This is hop.
Before we start,
No, I don't know.
dude. So I'm gonna go West Coast.
I get it more on
Pilsner.
the educated.
Whoa.
Popular Kid might be more down, but
Popular. All right, cool. Okay, so we're gonna try the Popular Kid as well. Ugh.
you get more.
I get more of that skunk smell in here. Oh, and it's in my nose. Cool, because that's how you drink beer.
The taste is different, definitely, though.
It tastes skunkier
Yeah.
too. So hop. What an idiot. Popular Kid is another West Coast IPA that we have, and this is a 6.8. 6.8. It's made with Columbus hops from Columbus, Chinook, Simcoe, Comet, with a Mosaic dry hop. Whoa, is that why? Because there's so many hops
I feel
in
like
it?
So there are so many hop strains that I personally can't keep up with most of them, but the ones that I'm most familiar with are Mosaic, Simcoe, Centennial, and Citra. So it's just learning. I feel like it's like again, like you said, it's like the cousin to the ganj, and it's like just as many different strains and crossbreeds of like strains. I feel like it could be very
So
similar with hops.
Are you saying hops made for beer is grown like weed?
No, it's very different. The way
But
that
you
it's...
cross strain, you cross
Yeah,
contaminate.
well,
from
the
that
way
shit
you
too,
grow
right?
hops is very different. So if you've ever been to, Last Name in Pomona,
Nope.
or not Pomona, Upland, they have a hop wall where they grow hops, and it grows down,
Yeah.
not like up. It's so weird. It's like,
But
Let's look
I
at it.
heard from a birdie that don't you turn the plant, the weed plant upside down as well?
I think, to dry it out.
Okay, I
But
wouldn't
this
know
is
because I don't
this is
smoke.
how hops grows, which is pretty cool.
Oh wow,
So
it really
it's
does look like that.
on like a line, and it kind of
Whoa.
grows. I think that would be one.
Actually,
cool
we're gonna
trip
put a
to visit.
we're gonna put a picture.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put a picture somewhere right here. It's gonna
Super
pop
cool.
up. That what hops looks like grown. That's insane.
But I think that's what really excited me about IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to put that out there, but yes, the idea that it's very similar to another plant that we know and love in California.
crazy, and it's like-
it's just it's crazy that there's so many different varieties of it that produce so many different flavors and scents and all
Yeah.
that stuff, to where I think that's just, again, what's so exciting about beer is that it's 4 ingredients, but the way that you add those ingredients and the different strains, like there's an endless amount of things you can create, and it's
Yeah, and
awesome.
I mean everyone's different. Everyone loves like that harsh IPA taste.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I could only drink like this much of it, right? But it's good though.
So would
That's the
you say
thing.
you prefer more like hazy style beers?
Oh, dude, that's a good question.
They're
It's a good
very
question. They're so smooth. But I mean, this is the educated guess is smooth.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just my palate, but I couldn't drink like this much of any of a West Coast
So
IPA.
for people out there who maybe can't articulate exactly why they feel that way about certain IPAs, like what is it about this style of IPA that you don't gravitate towards?
I think the harshness.
Like harshness as
say-
in like the bitterness?
No, I like the bitter. I drink coffee. That's bitter.
Oh, ugh.
Coffee's bitter. Huh?
Cigarette water?
Oh, what?
That's what black coffee tastes like to me. Just like cigarette water.
Where do you drink like mochas?
Oh no, but I
Cappuccinos?
douse that in like creamer.
Oh, really?
I need the creamer.
No, but no, yeah. I drink black coffee because I'm boss like that. Because
So harshness as
I'm
in.
boss like that. Can you not kick the table?
I know. I
Thanks.
said harsh as in.
Harsh as in. You know what? I don't know. Kind of like a wine. You know, you don't
No,
like.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You
I
don't
could see
down
that.
wine. I mean, some depends on what kind of night
Yeah.
you have. But I don't like down my wine. Like I wouldn't down this like I would
Like
a lighter
you're more
beer.
careful with drinking this, like
Heck yeah,
like sip,
heck yeah,
like
dude.
a sip.
Yeah, like this, like the
Light
light
reading,
shit for sure.
yeah, that's
I could down this.
It's
you know.
called crushable.
What's that?
Like a crushable beer would be something that's so easy to drink that you can just crush it.
Crush it? Is that? I feel like that's like a surfer thing.
It's a beer term.
Really?
Yeah,
God,
like that beer is crushable.
crushable.
Yeah,
You can't just be drinkable or
drinkable's different. Crush is
chuggable.
like yeah, like
chuggable.
well you would like it's just like one of those things that you could
Yeah.
I could just keep freaking drinking it.
People on our live, there's no one there.
Goodbye.
Never mind. Peace. I was gonna say, well, hey, comment down below. Also, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, but also comment. Do you prefer to not chug your beer, down your beer versus like just a little sip, like it's a wine? You know what I mean?
It depends on the style for sure.
I think that just hit the head on the nail for me.
Yeah.
With any kind of IPA beer, I could sip.
Yeah.
That's all. I could sip it, but if it's like I could drink like a light beer like water.
Yeah.
Even like
You
a
just
Guinness.
gotta, well, and two, you gotta be careful with the ABV.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we've touched base on like, we all know what ABV stands for, like the alcohol content, like how strong the beer
Yeah.
is. But IBUs, that's another great way to determine if you're seeing a beer on the menu and you see the ABV, you see the style of beer, and you see the IBUs, and if, say, they don't allow splashes or tasters, that's a good way to determine if you're going to like that beer, because it's like, okay, the ABV, I can do about a 6%. IBUs, I know I don't like a bitter beer, so I'm going to lean towards something that has lower IBUs, because the higher the number of IBU, which is International Bitterness Unit, the higher the IBU, the more bitter that beer is going to be.
Yeah.
So if you know you don't like bitter beer, then you're going to stick to a beer that has a lower IBU.
Yeah.
And then it's also based on the style. If I know I don't like IPAs, I'm not going to gravitate towards an IPA.
Yeah.
But if I know it has a lower IBU, I might give it a try. Because I think
What's the
hazy
lowest? Yeah, hazy. Sorry.
tend to have lower IBUs.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. Is like, what is the lowest IBU?
So it's from 0.
That's not a light beer.
So
You know what I mean?
IBUs go from 0 to infinity,
Okay.
basically. I mean, the highest you're probably going to see is about like 100, 150,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. So West Coast style IPAs tend to be higher in IBUs because people want that bitterness.
Yeah.
To where, sorry, I had a
Let it out, girl. Let it out.
If you go more towards a hazy, you'll notice the IBUs on a hazy are a lot lower. So I think that's why people kind of gravitate more towards hazy IPAs than any other ones, because it's like they know that it's going to be a lot easier to drink without having that like taste like a pine cone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. But hazies, I think that's gonna be our next drink.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
Our next
I
drink.
forgot that was there.
Speaking of next drink, we
Oh.
do have a new one coming up. It's called, what is it called?
You say it?
Alternative.
It's alt beer.
It's called Altbier,
Yeah.
right?
It's German.
It's German for alternative beer.
Old
How crazy.
beer.
Old beer. But yeah, that's going to be our new beer next week. And then next Sunday, or we record Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to give it a try.
That next Tuesday, you guys are going to hear all about it. But hey, since you're here now, you're listening to us now or watching us now, come in Tuesday. We're going to have our new beer. It's called Alternative Reading, right?
Yep.
Alternative or Learning. Oh, shit.
Alternative learning.
Alternative Learning, right? It's an alt beer, German alt beer. It's going to be a 5% ABV beer. And so if you want to compare to something, it'll be like an amber, but a little darker than an amber. That's what I'm being told.
Yep.
So there's a lot of people that love amber. Not just Amber the girl, but ambers we love.
Who is
right?
Amber?
I don't know. Well, I know an
Oh.
amber.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Kind of. Our Easy A was an amber.
Easy A.
People love
going
that
back,
beer.
that's what I was gonna say.
It's gone.
I wasn't gonna talk about amber, but I mean, Easy A,
Yes.
the amber that we have, the amber ale, everyone crushed it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's a good beer. People still come asking.
We want,
for it.
yeah. People are still asking for that. One step up of that, not to veer off, but we had that red ale. Whew,
Oh yeah.
that wrecked people.
The Imperial.
Yeah.
It's like a 9%.
That wrecked, but it was so
It was
good
really
though.
good.
That is a high ABV beer
Oh yeah.
that you could crush, right?
You're
Dude,
using,
I'm
you're
using it. Oh my
using
god!
the term
Oh my god!
crushable.
I'm using the crushable words, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to this German alternative beer. Can you tell it why is it alternative? What is it like?
I don't know if it's necessarily
like the
alternative.
music?
I think
I mean, I
like-
do live an alternative lifestyle, so
like Marcelo said,
Yeah.
like alt beer, like to translate it from English to German or from German to English is old beer.
old beer.
So the point of it is that it is a different fermentation style.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like an old way that beer was fermented
Okay, like old
compared
school.
to now. Like, so from what I've looked up, there's top fermentation and bottom fermentation.
Okay, that sounds
Where
weird.
top fermentation is where the yeast rises to the top of the beer,
Okay,
and bottom fermentation is where it
The
goes
yeast-
down, descends
descents.
down that escalator to HE double huggy stick. I'm just kidding.
Wow, we're going
that's
there.
What, that's what I look at it as.
First of all, don't
When
ever
I-
do that again.
When I say
but-
descend, that's what I think of.
Gotcha.
But I genuinely do not know how that determines like the style of the beer, but that is
I
very
guess it's the
interesting
taste.
to know.
Do you think it's the taste?
Yeah, so
Because when I hear alternative beer, I'm thinking like this
You're
shit's
thinking
this shit's gonna
alternative,
be like
but
this
it's
shit's gonna be
alt.
like
It's
heavy, crazy heavy. Okay.
You keep calling it alternative
beer.
but it's not alternative.
I look bored. Yeah.
It's alt beer. Alt means old in German.
Alt.
It doesn't
Okay.
mean alternative.
Cool. Quick update. Alt beer does not mean alternative beer. Although, because I'm cool and I set trends because I'm boss like that, right? I'm going to say alternative beer because we're about it.
It just
about
means
it.
old,
Because we're about it. And that's the way it is. Okay?
Let him live his emo dreams.
I'm going to leave. What? Alt
Yeah.
magazine, dude? I miss it so much, bro. We're about it. So we're going to call it alternative beer. And I'm going to start a trend. Call it alternative beer.
Whatever he said.
Alternative is a new vintage. So therefore, alt
Alt
beer.
means old in German.
Yeah, so alt means. Yeah, alt is old in German. Yeah.
But we're referring to it as like alternative.
Alternative because we're cool like
Different.
that. Because we
Love it.
shop at thrift stores, we listen to old music, and we wear suspenders. Am I right?
Sounds about accurate for
Right?
me, at least.
Dude.
So
You know what's up. You know what's up.
I have a pair of suspenders for sure.
We all do, baby. We all do. But this is, yeah, so this, I'm still not mesmerized, but I'm still astonished how, like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, is IPAs you sip, or you enjoy a little at
Yeah.
a time, versus, like, a beer, like a Bud Light or Kolsch
It's
or
just so
a
easy to
805
drink.
Blonde. They're easy to drink, they're easy to go down, and then you crush it, bro.
That's why. It's because
it's
they're so
insane.
easy to drink.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Man, this is good though. But like, yeah, this is the wine of beer. IPAs are the wine of beer.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a required taste for sure.
Right on. Acquired. You said required.
Required.
We can say required. It's
Definitely
cool. Required.
an
Required
acquired
taste.
Beer.
Damn. But that's good.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, guys, that has been episode 5. Thank you for tuning in once again on the YouTubes. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification
good
bell,
stuff.
all that good stuff. If you like beer, let's say it down in the comments. If you like your favorite beer, share it with us and email us and all the good stuff. We will have our email description. Everything will be down there, right? This was fun. We had a great week. You have
Very
anything
good.
to say?
And I'm excited for this new beer for
Oh
sure.
my god, that.
It's gonna be my first time trying this style
Yeah.
of beer, so I'm really excited.
Well, I'm not so nervous because I guess you could compare it to an amber.
oh
like
yeah.
an amber ale. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm just excited for this, like, yeah, how it's gonna taste.
It's just if you've never had that style, it's like a notch in your belt. Like
Yeah,
I'm
right?
excited to try it.
Right on.
So.
Always, guys, remember to drink responsibly. Remember, follow us. Sorry, don't mean to be a dum-dum. Follow us, follow Andrea, follow me, follow Verne Brewing Company, follow Cold Box Talks LVBC on Instagrams. Yeah, until next time, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.